Aloha everyone. Mahalo for joining us today. I'm your host, Melly James, co-founder of Mana Up, a local accelerator program to help Hawaii businesses grow and scale to global markets. You can find all local products made by these entrepreneurs who have participated in our program at our shop, House of Mana Up in Waikiki, or at houseofmanaup.com. We're presenting Season 2 in partnership with Hawaiian Airlines, Bank of Hawaii World Elite MasterCard, and I'm joined by our co-host, Bryson Tolentino from Hawaiian Airlines. Aloha, Bryson.
Aloha, Melly. I'm stoked to be here on Oahu's North Shore, just down the road from the local shrimp trucks and a few miles away from the Polynesian Cultural Center. I'm excited to welcome all of you once again to the second season of our Meet the Makers series.
All right, today we're transporting your taste buds to Kahuku Farms, and we'll be joined by fourth generation farmers and co-founders Kylie Matsuda-Lum and Judah Lum. I'm obsessed with their acai bowl, so I can't wait to get started. And in just a bit, I heard the Hawaiian Airlines team is a huge fan of the Kahuku Farms. Is that right?
Oh, you're absolutely right. In fact, one of my good friends and fellow Hawaiian Airlines team member, Jerry, who's actually behind the scenes here, she's in love with their acai bowls. You really can't go wrong with anything on their cafe menu, but for me, I'm more of a smoothie guy, so I gotta go with the haupia pineapple smoothie with kale.
And I think this is some amazing papaya situation.
Yeah. Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Right on.
Dang, it's really good, actually. Go on.
That was good. That was good. Speaking of which, I'm going to invite the masterminds behind it all, Kylie and Judah. Come on up, guys. How's it going? How's it going?
Aloha.
All right, so this is the husband and wife duo.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
I forgot to remember what was in this. What's in this?
That's got our papaya and our haupia, vanilla bean haupia sauce. So we also grow vanilla bean here, so you can taste it in that.
All right, thank you. All right, so they're going to be showing us how to make some refreshing summer treats using their farm fresh ingredients, including their Hawaiian acai bowl. All right, so Kylie, can you share with us a little bit more about Kahuku Farms? I know this is fourth generation situation, so you probably have a lot to share about like the history and what's going on here.
Yes. So Kahuku Farms is a true farm-to-table experience where we actually brought the tables to our farm. Our history goes way back, over 100 years and 4 generations of farming in Hawaii. So our cafe opened in 2010 with goals of sustainability in mind. So most people don't know this, but in farming, there are many grades of produce that come out of the fields. But when we are working with the supermarkets, they only want the number ones. And that is because as consumers, when we go shopping, we shop with our eyes. So we want that perfect looking fruit or veggie. However, bananas may have dark spots on the outside, but when you peel it, it is perfect on the inside. So we can take this banana, make banana bread, throw it in a blender and make a smoothie with eggplant. It doesn't always grow straight. Sometimes it grows crooked. We take the eggplant, cut it up, make paninis and pizzas out of it. This allows us way less waste from the fields. So Kahuku Farms really is a gathering place where we are open to the public. People can come and enjoy our gardens, reconnect to nature. So our mission is simple. It's all about connecting food, people, and ʻāina with authentic island farming experiences.
Wow, that was incredible. And I totally love what you're talking about with the bananas and the eggplant, because you're right, if they're like disfigured or just like discoloration, nobody wants that not perfect thing in the grocery store, but it tastes delicious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I wish you were all here with us here at Kahuku Farms. It's just an incredible day here on the North Shore. So, and then for all of you tuning in live, and you're not here with us unfortunately, but you can still come out anytime to the cafe. Please make sure you enter today's giveaway so you can taste a little of the farm before the end of the show, and you'll have 5 times the entries for a chance to win the North Shore breakfast set, which includes everything you see here, which is right here.
North Shore gift set.
Right over here. This is the giveaway. Yes, this is okay.
Oh, this is the giveaway.
This is the giveaway.
Yes.
And so this is the North Shore breakfast, which is with everything you see here, from the buttermilk pancake mix to cocoa chai tea, and of course their assorted Lilikoi culinary products, all valued at $110. Enter now by scanning the QR code, and we will announce the winner at the end of the show, so stay tuned.
And if you didn't already get your Meet the Maker set from Kahuku Farms, their Kahuku Farms Summer Picnic Kit, it's not too late. Get yours, Kahuku Farms Summer Picnic Set, now on houseofmanaup.com. Plus, for our Hawaiian Airlines Bank of Hawaii World Elite MasterCard card members out there, when you make any purchase starting today until this Sunday, July 31st, we're rewarding you with 5 times Hawaiian miles for every dollar spent at House of Mana Up online and in store. So Judah, can you tell us more about what's in the summer maker set?
Well, this is the first time for the House of Mana Up. We're actually offering our mac nut crumble to the public for retail. So that is a topping that we've put on our acai bowl that was never available before today, and you've got to go to House of Mana Up to get it. You also see our granola as well as our nibs and our farm harvested raw honey and our Lilikoi butter, of course. And it comes with that cool little lunch bag farm tote.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I just love so many of your products because, like as Kylie was saying, there's no waste. So even with their Lilikoi like jam and jellies and all these other products, I mean, they're all just totally creating no waste here on the farm. So, and it tastes ridiculously fresh. But throughout our show, be sure to comment below. So make sure you make these comments if you're watching on Facebook, wherever you're watching. Make comments below and any questions, and you'll have an opportunity for us to ask the founders live and get answers to your questions. Not anything too hard though, just make it nice and light. Just kidding. All right, well at the end of today's show, we'll be answering them all regardless. Plus, you might even get a special shout out for where you are, so make sure you say who you are and where you're coming from, so please stay tuned. Okay guys, so to kick off today's event, I think you're gonna first take viewers on a bite-sized tour of your 140-acre farm. So why don't we cut to that video now?
Let's do it.
We're so much more than a farm. Our families have been farming here on the North Shore for over 100 years. And today our parent company, Matsuda Fukuyama Farms, is a wholesale business growing food for our local supermarkets and restaurants. Out of the need to diversify our family business because farming is so risky, my sister, husband, and I stepped up as the 4th generation and created the Farm Cafe at Kahuku Farms, which is a true farm-to-table experience where we actually brought the tables to the farm. Long time ago, in the 50s and 60s, we started off with the roadside stand that was on the side of Kamehameha Highway, where we were providing fresh fruits and veggies for our local community. That has evolved into a 140-acre operation today, where we are specializing in apple bananas, papayas, long eggplant, and luau leaf for the restaurants and supermarkets.
Once fruits and veggies are harvested from the farm, a lot of times they need to get back to our food safety certified packing house where it can be washed and graded and separated, where we can select which products are going to go to which markets. Another thing that we're really excited to bring is our very own Hawaiian chocolate. And so we're actually fermenting and drying after we're harvesting, and then we take it to a factory where it's then processed and made into our amazing local chocolate. And we feature it in our cocoa house with our espresso drinks, as well as just plain old dessert. We also are home to the very first Hawaiian grown acai bowl. So we're taking our product right from the field, processing it, and serving it all in the same place.
All right, that was ridiculous. So, okay, you guys just saw the video of the farm. It wasn't like they made it this beautiful background and it was like all fake. All this is super real. This place is that gorgeous. And we just love seeing all the local fruits and other produce and just all the acai trees, and everything's very real. So, you know, I just think it's amazing as we're learning more about your family's history behind it and all. So thank you, Kylie. Thanks, Judah.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Today, Kylie and Judah are going to show us how to make the perfect summer picnic treats that we can make using some of their culinary products that they craft using their farm fresh ingredients.
Well, I was just telling Bryson that I'm obsessed with your acai bowls again while we were on a little break. So I'm excited to learn how to make it myself. But,
Yeah.
you know, Bryson, since you were on the winning team during the Banan Bake-Off last time, I don't think you want me to join you in making anything for a bit, huh? But okay, anyway. Well, I'll catch up with you guys later.
Right on. Matt,
All right.
Matt really carried us a team, but sounds good. Thank you, Melly. Kylie, Judah, shall we get started?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do this.
Right on. So as Kylie's preparing it here, Judah, how about you tell us more about what made you folks decide to grow Hawaiian acai? It takes years to harvest, doesn't it?
Well, we personally fell in love with acai back in the late 90s, I think, when it was made its first scene on appearance on the market.
Right.
And in about 2008, we found out that nobody was growing it here locally. And so we went into do a little research, and we found out that it can grow in Hawaii. And we decided to plant our first seeds, like I said, back in 2008. And in 2016, which is about 8 years later, we were able to harvest our first actual bunch or cluster of acai berries, which is actually a palm tree that has seeds on it that are purple. And so learning how to actually turn it into something people want to eat took a while to learn how to process, because you have to extract the pulp that's around the pit and separate it before you can throw it into a blended bowl.
That's amazing. 8 years. You have to be very patient. Were you nervous at all when the first batch came out? How it
Oh,
tasted?
absolutely. We thought we planted the wrong thing. We thought it was a blueberry. You would just throw in a blender and go from there. But in reality, it takes a lot of skill and labor physically to get this wonderful antioxidant right here on our menu.
Oh, right on. And Kylie, what do we have here? So tell us what's in the blend here.
So I've already got my frozen mixture blended up, and we just put it in the bowl here. That includes our farm-grown apple bananas, our farm-grown acai. It has our vanilla bean haupia sauce in there, some agave, almond milk, ice, and some berries in it.
Wow.
And then I went ahead and topped it off with some granola. I'm going to add the bananas, crumble, and then some nibs. And of
Sounds
course,
good.
some
That
Lilikoi
sounds
butter.
all amazing. Judah, can you tell us more for our viewers out there who's not familiar with acai? What does Hawaiian acai taste like, and how does it differ from
You know, that's
other
a really
acai?
good question. Acai in its most natural pure form doesn't contain any natural sugar. It's actually rich in antioxidants and omega-3 oils. And so today when you go to the juice bars or whatever, everyone has their own recipe. And a lot of times it's flavored with different things. So our base, again, is flavored with our local fruit and non-dairy as well. So it's non-dairy until we add our Lilikoi butter on top.
Yeah.
But overall, everyone has their own way to serve it, and we have found a great way that people just enjoy it fresh with our
Yeah.
local fruit.
It sounds fresh and nutritional.
Absolutely.
So what are the products that are from the summer picnic kit that we're using here?
Right now, you'll see we actually use the granola with our nibs in it to top off, as well as our Lilikoi butter is what she's spreading right now. We're also going to use our MacNut crumble, which is a house recipe that people go crazy for, as well as our 100% Kahuku Farms Hawaiian chocolate, cocoa nibs. So there's absolutely no sugar in it. That's another amazing superfood filled with those antioxidants.
Wow, that looks amazing. I mean, it's probably one of your popular items on the cafe menu, but what other items also do you have on the cafe menu?
Well,
that are
acai by far is
popular?
one of the most people are most interested in when they get here. But people love our farm pizza, as well as all our smoothies are non-dairy, and we have some no added sugar options as well. So.
That's amazing. And I heard you folks had some local celebrities coming in. You had Henry Golding for any Crazy Rich Asian fans out there.
You know, we've been blessed that a lot of celebrities pass through here and they come back. They love the concept, they love the flavors, and they do share and tell other people about us. So we're super, obviously we get giddy every time somebody comes in here, but we're super grateful that, you know, anyone can enjoy what we're doing.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And Kylie, it looks like you finished up here.
Ready.
Right. So we topped it off with...
We topped it off with that Lilikoi butter, the Graham MacNut crumble, and then some of our cacao nibs.
Wow, oh, awesome. And before we kind of jump into this, just a reminder for you folks out there, you can still shop Kahuku Farms products in-store or online at houseofamanaup.com, including today's exclusive Kahuku Farms set, which features everything you see here, the granola, the cacao nibs, MacNut crumble, Kahuku Lilikoi butter, and sweet Kahuku honey, all in this cool Kahuku Farms picnic kit. Plus, when you use your Hawaiian Airlines Bank of Hawaii World Elite MasterCard, you will earn 5 times miles per dollar spent. So, if you don't mind,
There you go.
thank you so much.
You can make it close.
This looks amazing. I almost don't want to dive in just to ruin this masterpiece that she created here. All right, so I'm gonna try to get all the flavors, all the flavors, and fit that onto a single spoonful. All right, thank you.
You're gonna need that. It's a messy bowl. That's part of fun of eating on the farm. You can get real messy and it's okay.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
you.
I mean, you don't really need to be a culinary expert to recognize the freshness that's in this bowl. I'm gonna take another bite here.
Go for it.
That's really good. That granola really brings that crunch to it.
Yeah, it's got some nutty crunchiness to it.
I think it's that Lilikoi butter though at the top that really pulls it all together, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, now that we've given viewers a taste of Hawaiian acai, let's take them behind the scenes to learn more about Lilikoi before Melly joins you guys in making your Lilikoi summer dishes.
Let's do it. For us us at Kahuku Farms, we usually take the off-grade product, which might be a little bit crooked or maybe a little scar on the skin, and we'll turn it into our amazing menu items. And that goes right into our commercial kitchen that we go ahead and process and create our one-of-a-kind smoothies, one-of-a-kind acai bowls, and all of our one-of-a-kind value-added products. The lilikoi that we grow on our farm actually grows on a vine, and it needs to actually mature for at least a year before we see our first harvest. Now, lilikoi or passion fruit is the only fruit on our entire farm that's harvested after it falls to the ground. So we'll have to pick it up, we'll wash it. It has a nice hard shell around it, similar to a pomegranate. It has a lot of seeds on the inside, so it takes a lot of time and care to physically hand cut each lilikoi, spoon out the seeds, and then strain and separate the seeds from the nectar. And once we've got the nectar, it goes right into our salad dressing, our syrup, our jelly, and our very popular lilikoi butter. We feature the butter not only as a topping on our acai bowl, but as a spread on any type of dessert, and of course in our very own one-of-a-kind lilikoi butter mochi. Unfortunately, you got to be here to get that.
All right, that was amazing to learn about all the lilikoi you guys are growing, and then of course all the products that you're making. And then of course, I wish we had more of these canned products here, because what is this that you made here? Is this like a homemade fly swatter?
It's
This
a Hawaiian style. Hawaiian style.
We're
fly
blessing
swatter.
things.
We're blessing things. So we have a few flies here, and it's so great that they're not attacking the jarred items, which is wonderful. But we're keeping our eye on the flies over here. But anyway, so what 3 summer dishes will we be learning about this segment featuring your Lilikoi culinary products? I'd love for you to tell us more about your line of all the goodness.
So we've got, first of all, we've got our summer salad featuring our Lilikoi balsamic dressing. We have our charcuterie featuring our Lilikoi butter. We'll also top that off on our English muffin, and end with our that's my favorite. It's our grilled PB&J banana sandwich featuring our Lilikoi jelly. So starting off with a salad. Okay, so we've got some hydroponic lettuce from the farm here. We also have some kale, and you can really be creative with this and put whatever ingredients speak to you.
All right.
Here, these are all.
So this is the first part of the picnic.
Yes.
All right, this is our full picnic situation. All right. Let's
Yes.
go.
So, okay, right here we've got some citrus from the farm. We'll just add a little bit of citrus. That adds a nice brightness to it. We've got some dragon fruit that we just harvested this morning. Some cucumbers. You always need cucumbers on a salad as good crunch.
I love the color. Is that the
Pretty,
dragon
huh?
fruit?
Yeah. Some pretty dragon fruit. Put some more of that.
This kind of makes you want to be healthy. It's like, it actually makes it kind of amazing to be healthy.
Color does
and-
something, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So carrots is more for crunch and color. This is some Swiss chard harvested
Okay.
this morning.
Let's
We'll
get the
just top
dressing
it.
on.
Okay, let's put some dressing on. This is our Lilikoi balsamic dressing again.
Not to brag, but we have families that come through here and said that their kids and their parents won't eat salad without it. So it really makes it a lot easier to get some greens in you. It's a blend of our...
I use it on everything.
Yeah.
Like I even use it on other dishes besides salad. The Lilikoi dressing.
There's no rules
Thank
to that
you.
one.
No rules. So it's got that tangy brightness to
It's
it.
got a bite, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
It's like a sweet bite. I swear, I could eat a salad every night if I had this. We good. All right. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about what's coming up and what's new for the farm.
Sure. So we have our cocoa house that we just opened a couple of months ago. It's featured right in the back of us. This is featuring our farm-grown cacao and vanilla beans and the recipes. We've got tours that we just kicked off last weekend. We've been down all COVID, so it's been 2.5 years. Judah just took out our first tour last weekend.
Wagon rides are back in action.
Yes.
So you're like driving the wagon?
I'm driving
Are
it.
you doing the little horn? Like,
No.
meep?
I gotta get John for
Choo-choo
that.
train. You gotta get a choo-choo train.
we got some microphones, so I make a lot of noise.
All right, that's the best part of the job. Well, don't forget, Kylie and Judah will be answering your questions live at the end of today's show, so be sure to ask any questions or give them a shout out in the comment section here. All right. So,
So
what are we doing next?
We've got the charcuterie board, and this is an example from Brittany. She was like, I used your Lilikoi butter in a charcuterie board this weekend, and people loved it. So I guess the Lilikoi butter has that tanginess to it, and it pairs well with the salty salami and cheeses. But again, you can use whatever you got at home, whatever you enjoy: crackers, crostini, salami, dried fruit and nuts, your choice. But my favorite way to eat the Lilikoi butter is with an English muffin. And that is because with English muffin, there's got all those holes and stuff in it. So when you heat it up and put the butter on it, it just seeps down to the bottom and you just get all the gooiness of the butter. It's so good. So
I like that. The holes in the English muffin. It's just kind of like...
sinks down. If you use regular bread, it just kind of sits on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So Judah's going to actually warm it up for you.
Okay.
And then you can have a taste of that. But in the meantime,
So yeah, I mean, how long did it take you to start developing out some of these products? I mean, you've had this farm for 100 years.
yes.
And it was, I always remember you guys were famous for your papayas at the farmer's market. I mean, that was the thing. Those lines around the whole farmer's market just to get to Kahuku Farms for the papayas. So like, when
Yes.
did this whole thing evolve?
After graduating from college, I was really wanting to come back and work for the family business. My parents were like, no, farming's too risky. You got to go out and do something else. So I had to create a reason to be here, which was Kahuku Farms with the cafe and the tours and the products. So the Lilikoi butter took us 5 years to perfect, and it was all about getting that perfect texture, consistency, and making sure it didn't separate.
Because it's truly it's like a butter. It's not like a jelly where it just kind of drips
Yes.
off. It really has this
Right.
beautiful consistency.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Nice
that took
and
5
smooth.
years.
I know. We move slow.
No, you made it really perfect. So besides this, what do you put on the charcuterie board? What other things in your products can you put on the charcuterie board?
You know, you can be versatile. Honey pairs well. Of course, any of the preserves can be switched out. The papaya pineapple jam, the Lilikoi jelly, they all work as well.
Okay. Well, obviously I have to ask this question. What was it like to be part of the Mana Up cohort 5 or 6?
Cohort 6.
Cohort 6. All right. And I know you guys won the pitch competition, so that's obvious. Go on.
We had honestly an amazing experience. It's just the resources and the networking that you folks bring to the table, the teachings and all of the classes. Like Judah and I actually got excited to go back to school. Like every Tuesday we were excited that we were gonna go into town and go to class with Mana Up.
If you ask me, it was a big commitment on my part, and it was very worthwhile. Getting to be around the people that are working together to bring Hawaii to the next level on a global stage. I mean, and being a part of that, bringing our company up, exposing us to, the education that, as entrepreneurs, we just do what we can, but we often limit our growth because of what we know. So being exposed to new ideas and just the wealth of experience and knowledge that the people in Mana Up bring was life-changing.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Thanks, guys. I mean, I didn't pay them for this, I swear. All right. So I got to taste
ready?
that soon, so I hope
Let's
it's
do
not
it.
too hot.
Let's do it.
So I think, as we're looking at this wonderful picnic, we've got our charcuterie, we've got our salad, we have the acai. That's kind of like the pre-thing, right? Gotta get your palate all ready to go. So now we're on to the ridiculously lavish.
Oh my.
He's like filled all the holes with all the butter and all the good stuff. This is gonna be really amazing.
Well, hopefully you like it.
All right.
Oh,
Cool. And I
don't
want to
drop it.
remind you all to please make sure to add your comments, where you're coming from, your questions. We'll be kicking things off in a little bit, getting through as many questions as we can. So please tune in. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Gina.
You know what? I saw this on
Is it hot?
I saw this on
It
YouTube.
burns.
I feel like it's going to be great. That's why you guys know we're live, because this is not scripted. We're just rolling with it. I'm going to probably wait a few seconds to try it so I don't burn my
Yes.
whole top of my mouth off. But
It's not that hot, but
it's
yeah,
not that
give
hot.
it a
Okay,
second.
I'll give it a
for sure.
second. All right. Well, I'll taste this. I think this is going to be okay.
Let me get a knife. Let me cut this for you. Let me cut it for you.
All right.
Otherwise
So
you get all over the place.
we've got the Lilikoi butter here,
Yes.
and then you already put regular butter before you toasted it, right?
Why not?
So we're like double buttering.
Double
Just
butter,
checking,
baby.
why not?
Just checking. Okay. That's incredible. That tastes like fresh Lilikoi. No wonder it took you 5 years to get this perfection.
So it's really got that pop of Lilikoi, and there's no
Yeah.
preservatives in there.
It's also about not overcooking the juice. Otherwise, you lose a lot of that pop.
I'm scared.
What Nelly is tasting now is
This is Kylie's
another
favorite.
one of my favorites. We serve it at the
to
cafe.
get too
It's a
messy.
grilled
Okay.
PB&J banana sandwich.
It's
So
always messy
peanut butter,
whenever you eat at the
Lilikoi
farm.
jelly, sliced bananas, and then you grill it off just like a grilled cheese. It's just like the perfect snack.
It's ridiculous. Okay. It's like, it's a banana, peanut butter with
Jelly.
fresh jelliness
Yep.
on C-R-A-C-K. I'm not sure if I can say that on television. I'll just say it's like crap. Worse. Better. All right. So can you tell me a little bit about, like, okay, we got the jelly and the butter. What's the difference?
Consistency.
Just the consistency?
Yes. One's creamy and smooth. The other one doesn't have the eggs and the butter, so it's not as creamy. But it both has that pop of Lilikoi.
And so every time I was driving by this place before I knew you guys, there would be, just people lined up, just so excited to be trying everything. So can you share a little bit more about the different products that and how you integrate them into more of the things on your menu at the cafe?
Sure. So going back to the Lilikoi butter, we also make a Lilikoi butter mochi, which is definitely a fan favorite. The Lilikoi syrup, we make coolers with it. It's like a fresh farm fresh soda. The dressing, of course, we top it on our salads. Gosh,
Just
What else
drizzle
we
it
got?
on your
Yeah,
finger.
you can
just
use
that. Yeah, exactly.
yum.
So I know I've always seen the line here, and you already mentioned you have the tours going again. And then what's behind us?
Go ahead, Jude.
So this is actually a 20-foot container that we designed to create a space that people could actually walk around and take a little closer look at our retail products that are available on our website and to taste them. Along with that, we were so excited and proud that we finally have our cacao that's featured as chocolate as well as cocoa chai tea. And this is just a great way for people to get their caffeine fix and a little bit of farm-grown local Hawaiian chocolate.
I love that you have the local cacao here too. All right, so mahalo Kylie and Judah for taking viewers around Kahuku Farms from the gardens to the cocoa house to everywhere in between, plus showing us how to make some refreshing dishes for our summer picnic, including your Hawaiian acai bowl. So thank you guys.
Our pleasure.
All right, lucky for you guys watching, you can make your own at home. Head to manaup.com to shop Kahuku Farms exclusive Meet the Maker set. So everything in the set is going to help activate your amazing picnic situation. And it's featuring all the toppings that the cafe uses on their famous Hawaiian acai bowls. Be the first to snag 2 of their newest toppings in this set, including the mac nut crumble and granola. All right, so now that you both have shown us how to step up our summer picnic game, shall we answer some questions from our viewers? Well, we're going to be back in 30 seconds. We'll take a break, but when we return, we'll be jumping right into the Q&A. So please be sure to submit your questions in the comment section below, and Kylie and Judah will answer them no matter what. Okay, love seeing the questions rolling in. All right, our first question, what are your hours? This is from Stacy S.
Oh, okay. So our farm cafe hours are open daily, closed Tuesday and Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So you're open daily from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., but you're closed
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, guys, kind of like museum hours. Okay, second question. Does Kahuku Farms ship their homegrown papayas to California? This is from Linda D.
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, any time people ask us that, we're really disappointed that the only way that tropical fruit can leave our state is if it's irradiated. So you got to go through radiation chambers, and it's expensive, and we can't even fill our local markets. So the answer is no. You got to come out to the North Shore or to our local supermarkets here.
All right, well, that's a good reason to come out here because it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we've got our next question. Your innovative ideas are amazing to keep the farm running. Is it difficult to work for/with family? This is from Margaret Z from Honoka. Good question, Margaret.
I like to answer that one. There are very clear advantages and disadvantages to working with family, and it really comes down to agreeing to disagree a lot of times and just doing your part. Yeah, it's hard.
Melly, we have everybody here. We have Judah's mom, my mother-in-law. We have my mom, my dad, my sister. Everybody's here.
Uncles,
Uncles,
cousins.
yeah.
So
Uncles,
lots of
aunties.
dynamics,
Yes.
but everyone's heart is in it to make this just the best farm.
Absolutely.
So.
Can't
We're
do it
stronger
without
because
them.
of it, for sure.
Well, I love that question. So like I said, no questions off the table. Have them roll in. They're going to answer them all. Okay, so the next question. Aloha, we love Kahuku Farms. That vanilla bean haupia sauce is the best thing ever. Will it ever be for sale like the Lilikoi butter? This is from Jerry.
Oh, good question.
Well, we are actually going through a rebrand and creating new packaging, and vanilla bean haupia sauce is definitely one of the items we want to offer once we get that new packaging and filling and stabilizing it. So hopefully looking forward to it next year.
Well, I'm hoping we have it for the holidays. So check our website.
You heard it here first, people. All right, for the holidays, Kylie said. Okay, our next question. Everything looks so yummy. Do you personally prefer the butter or jelly? This is from Tony. Good question, Tony.
My favorite, hands down, is the butter, straight out of the jar.
What about you?
Oh yeah, I mean the butter is hard to beat.
I would agree, the butter, for sure. All right, the butter. Okay, next, our question. That sandwich sounds like a dream. Taryn A. Thank you, Taryn. That sandwich was a dream. And I'm going to continue eating that sandwich when we're done. So thank you, Taryn. Okay, next question. Do you ship to Alaska? This is from Stacy.
Yes,
question.
we do. Any of our culinary, bath and body, and chocolate items, we ship anywhere in the U.S.
Okay. All right, I know we're getting through some of these questions, but be sure to enter to win the giveaway. We'll be announcing that just before we wrap up the questions. So the beautiful giveaway right here. All right, next question. Top 3 favorite things to do on the North Shore. This is from Lisa. Kahuku
I
Farms.
always say Climeworks is our neighbors down the road. Got a great zip lining adventure. We loved it. We took our team out there a few years ago when they opened, and it was worth every dollar. I mean, if you don't stop by here, it's your loss. But the beaches for sure.
Yeah.
Which beach?
Not Turtle Beach. That place has no turtles for real. No. Just joking. Horrible
Waimea
traffic.
Bay was a high school favorite
Absolutely.
for sure. We hung out a lot at. But I mean, I'm so biased, but Kahuku Farms really is our happy place.
Yes, I agree. And there's so much you can do. You can have him take you on a choo-choo train ride. You can go cruise around and just look at the acai and do all that fun stuff and eat at the cafe and then come back and then eat more at the cafe. So it's perfect. All right.
One thing just to note, we are free to visit, and we have 5 acres of shaded tropical fruit orchards. So bring your beach chairs, bring your beach towels after the beach, and find something, someplace cool to lay down and take a nap. The North Shore breeze is always blowing.
So the net over there, is that for volleyball or what is that for?
It is. We put it up one day for a team event after work, and we didn't take it down. So you can bring your volleyball and have a game out there too. It's fun.
Okay. All right, next up, how long does the Lilikoi fruit season last? This is a question from Wendy.
Ooh.
Great question, Wendy. Passion fruit grows on a vine, and it really is something that responds well to certain growing conditions. So if it doesn't have the best conditions, you could get maybe just 1 harvest per year. Out here, we've got great intense UV, so we do see 2 seasons per year. And flowers will set approximately, they'll bloom for about 3 or 4 weeks, a month, sometimes 5 weeks. So again, as the flowers mature, the fruit will set, and then you'll have a harvest between 4 to 6 weeks.
So you guys get 2 harvests, and it loves sun.
It does. It doesn't like too much water. Obviously, it needs water to live, but too much water causes a lot of root disease, and it doesn't really stimulate a lot of growth. So it likes the stress.
Okay, so if you're in a hot, dry place, start growing some Lilikoi vines. All right, next question. Are you offering your tours again? What do you do on the tour? Okay, so we are offering the tours again, but Judah would know what they're offering
Yes.
because Judah's running it.
So yeah, we welcome you guys onto the farm. We actually pack up a cooler with samples of our fresh fruit that we sample in the fields. We start off in our front 5 acres. That's actually a very different operation than our commercial farm. The front 5 acres are designed to create a natural system of agriculture. So we talk a lot about the contrast between different ways you can grow food and how they're all very important. Once we get out of the front area, we'll see our large area where we're commercially producing food for the hotels and supermarkets and restaurants in our state. And you can see the difference between the land management and the crop selection and different ways to be efficient. And of course, we taste chocolate right in the field.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay, so next question. Do you ship fruit to the mainland? I know you already answered that, so that is no because of the...
The laws is that we actually have a lot of bugs here that aren't in the mainland. And so if we were to just send out stuff, you guys might end up with some pests that you don't want.
Okay, and vice versa.
Vice versa.
Okay, so our next question, what is the hardest part of farming and what is the easiest part? And this is Kimberly from Sebastopol. The hardest and easiest part of farming.
That's a Judah
I would say
question.
that agriculture has the word culture in it. And in today's modern world, agriculture doesn't have many people. So really having a culture without people is what agriculture is today. And it's getting harder and harder for people that are in this as a business. You know, growing food for other people as a business requires a really long and extensive strategy to have a business plan where you can dot all your I's and cross all your T's to be successful. There's a lot of resources that go out a long time before you get anything back. And I always tell people, just because you grow something doesn't mean people are gonna buy it. And so you can spend all this time and energy and resources producing something, and if you don't have a good relationship with the marketplace, you're gonna have a very difficult time staying in business. And so I would say relationships and having the skill, the technical skill, along with the network that is required to consistently grow product and sell it for the premium price requires a lot of risk, and it's very difficult to do. The easiest thing about farming, I guess, is doing whatever you want.
Growing whatever you want.
Farmers don't have to listen to anyone. They're taking all the risk and they get all the reward. But you know, that's to each his own.
The best part about farming is eating.
Oh, I love that.
Eating
yes.
all the fruits.
If I was here every day, I don't know. Maybe I would just be really healthy because I'd be eating
Yes.
just salads because it's so good. Okay, next question. Can you eat the Lilikoi seeds? This is from Tony.
Absolutely. Lilikoi seeds added a nice crunch. So we actually have it in our Lilikoi syrup and in our dressing. We do remove the seeds for the butter and jelly.
Okay. All right, next question. What magic are you putting in your Lilikoi balsamic dressing? And this question is from your friends at High Spice. A cohort 6 member of my
What's up, Justin?
Katie? What kind of magic do we put
Well,
in
what
there?
is
well,
that?
there is no
Love.
actually there's no substitution to fresh Lilikoi juice. There's a lot of places that produce product that they can that they don't use fresh juice in, so you'll taste the difference.
Okay. How long, next question, how do you use the butter in cooking or baking? This is from Jeff.
Well, we actually use our Lilikoi butter as a substitution for real butter in our Lilikoi butter mochi. So obviously you can substitute it however you want. The ratios will change a bit because there is other ingredients in the Lilikoi butter. But yeah, do whatever you want with it. Put it on top of anything.
Our last question, how were you able to find such talented staff at the Farm Cafe and Cocoa House? They are all amazing. This question is from Alex. Big shout out to the staff here.
Our team is definitely one of a kind, and I think one of the biggest things is the leadership we have. We've acquired some amazing leadership from Mana Up. Actually, we met John Osorio. He's from all over the world, and he's been training us on how to talk to each other and have, you know, friendly conversations about uncomfortable situations. And it's been amazing just for within our management team, but it's also because one of the requirements to work here is that you gotta wanna be here. We don't want anybody who doesn't wanna be here working here. And I think that's what brings our team, makes it stronger, and we really value everyone that's here.
All right, well, thank you. Okay, everyone, so before we close today's Meet the Makers event, I'm gonna have my co-host Bryson announce the lucky winner of our giveaway.
Thanks,
All
Melly.
right, Bryson.
All right. Our winner of the North Shore breakfast set is Elizabeth M. from Franklin, Michigan.
All right, Elizabeth.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We'll reach out to you to redeem your prize. Mahalo for everyone tuning in today. We had an awesome time transporting you all here to the North Shore of Oahu. And thank you to Kylie and Judah for giving us the behind-the-scenes look at your one-of-a-kind farm-to-table experience here at Kahuku Farms. And remember, you can still snag our Meet the Makers limited edition Kahuku Farms set. Get yours now at hafsamanaup.com or scan the QR code here.
Next month, we're traveling to the east side of Oahu, where we'll meet at the artist and founder behind Knit Kuchar and Design. Stay tuned. To RSVP for this event, head to our Meet the Makers page or scan the QR code on your screen. Mahalo again for joining, everyone. Until next time, aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.